Hola muchachos, what's up everyone? Welcome to A Drive of Europe. My name is Max and today we're gonna take a look at the Volkswagen Polo. This car, I just picked it up, but it isn't new. It is from 2016, but the model year is 2017. And I got my kids with me and I do think they kind of like this car. It is a bit small, but it is very good. So let's hop into the video, but we're just gonna ask, is this car any good? Yeah, that's great. Well, so let's hit the road and let's see what this car is all about. Okay, so well, cleaning is done and my kids are off to their mother. So you and I are gonna have a chat about this car. So welcome to this Volkswagen Polo. And here is why I think it might be the best car that you can buy or lease. So the reason is simple. Well, if you buy a car for around 2 million kronor or roughly around $250,000, you get the highest of everything, the most luxurious interior, the highest tech, the most advanced car in handling and so on and so forth. But it is very interesting when it comes down to this level. This is the entry car for Volkswagen. Well, they have their up, but I would argue that this is what most people are gonna go for if they want a small, affordable 3 or 5 door car. So, and it is packed with stuff in here that you might not even realize. So we're gonna go through all of that stuff. When it comes to engine specification, you got either petrol or diesel, and you got 2 power outputs in either. The petrol has 90 and 110 horsepower, and the 2 diesel has either a 75 horsepower or a 90 horsepower. I would really like to have the higher powered one, but it is doing a great fuel economy. And you get quite limited if you are gonna tow around many people or get a lot of cargo. Then it won't be as good as it is with just me and a couple of child seats. Then you might need the higher powered ones. Okay, so welcome to the outside of the car, and as always you get this very attractive Volkswagen badge, and on the lower side you see the radar. This is a good tell if you got driving assistance or driving aids. This particular car has can stop itself if it detects a crash in low speed, and it is quite an appealing and attractive car. It isn't something fancy, but it is what most people want. And as you can see, I got the child seat in the back and it fits kind of perfect. We're gonna go through everything about that later. At the back, it is very typical for Volkswagen with the name and the engine specification. And in this case, it is a Blue Motion. Okay, so let's check out the back. Of course, you have a couple of tethering points, and you've also got this very neat feature. It is the false floor, and underneath you got a kind of a little bit of loading area, but you can also lower this to make it more space. or raise it, and if you raise it and you fold the seats, then it goes completely flat. So that is really handy. So if I take place in the back seat of this car, I got a lot of knee room as well as headroom. So there is no problem for people 170 centimeters, 5'6", 5'7". But if you are above my height, then you might have a problem. If you do have a longer driver, then you might feel that there is not enough space. But it is basically for kids, and it is good, so you won't have a problem, especially on shorter journeys. Okay, so in the front, everything is where it's supposed to be, as always in a Volkswagen. The things I miss on this entry car is the buttons on the steering wheel. It is a bit tricky. If you want to do something with the driver display, you might have to go into settings or use the little button on this. Otherwise, you will find everything, as well as you have a kind of easy infotainment system. It isn't the most intuitive, but it is good, and you got a lot of shortcut buttons on the side of the display, which help you navigate good and easy when you are driving. So how much does it cost? It is around 110,000-120,000 kronor, or the equivalence in dollars is around $14,000. You can also go for the lease. In Sweden it is around 150 a month, and you get quite a lot for it. So how is it to drive? Well, it is very good, and I do really like Volkswagen's car. It is simple, it is fun, it is kind of nimble and agile as well. So you really have a lot going for it. And where it shines the most, well, it isn't the most kind of isolated place to be, because it is a small car. That's basic fact. But in town and in lower speed, as in town driving, it is so much better than most of the other cars, because it is so small. Great. And with that said, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll hope to see you in the next one.